What's up everybody, it's your boy HotSlaps. In my last video, I went over how to install BepInEx as well as my custom mod pack. So for this video, I'm going to go over what each mod in my mod pack does, in case you're curious. Let's get into it. So I thought I'd share my thoughts real quick on this mod pack that I've made. It's nothing crazy, nothing too big, not that many plugins. I made it for my friends. It is a BrutalCompany mod pack. I call it Brutal Pack. If you don't want to use BrutalCompany, you can always not add the BrutalCompany plugin. It has some meme mods, it has some quality of life mods, it has some mods that make the game a little easier, such as BetterStamina, stuff to help you prepare for the BrutalCompany that you are about to witness. And I have tested it, I haven't found any issues. The mods that were giving me issues are gone now. When I was recording my first video, I actually wasn't aware of Thunderstorm mod packs. I learned about it while I was editing. That's why this mod pack is very primitive, still very easy to install though. If you want to know how, check out my last video. But with any luck, within the day of this video coming out, I will upload a Thunderstorm mod pack to share with those who would prefer to install it that way. Check the pinned comment, it should be there in a reasonable amount of time. Anyway, let's start getting into the mods and what they do, starting with number 1, AlwaysHearWalkies. AlwaysHearWalkie is a cool mod that will be difficult to demonstrate solo, but what it does is it allows the walkie sound to come through to anyone that's nearby, even if it's on the ground. This is a lot more realistic, and it only requires one person that goes outside the ship to have a walkie, and everyone nearby will be able to hear what the person in the ship has to say. BetterStamina. BetterStamina is a mod that, well, buffs your stamina. It decreases your stamina consumption for walking as well as sprinting, it increases how fast your stamina regens, as well as decreases the amount of stamina consumption when you jump. It can also alter the player movement speed, and all of these settings are toggleable in a config. I think it goes really well with BrutalCompany, and it can give you a little edge where you need it. BonkHitSFX. BonkHitSFX is potentially the best mod in this entire mod list. It changes the sound the shovel makes whenever you hit something. For all your buddies when they're having a little too much fun. BrutalCompany. BrutalCompany is a mod described as a hardcore mod for Lethal Company. Not for the lighthearted, this game increases the difficulty of Lethal Company, as well as introduces new mechanics such as random mood events, as you see in the bottom left, as well as a few other things. I don't want to spoil too much, but I'll give you a quick glimpse. Shut up! CustomBoombox music. CustomBoombox tracks gives players the option to pick what plays whenever you turn on the boombox. It's pretty cool. You can add multiple tracks, and every time you click it, sort of just picks one.
Fortnite gamers.
LandMineFart reverb. Everyone's second favorite to BonkHitSFX, fart with reverb, changes the sound of a mine whenever you step on it. FasterItemDropship. If you ever felt like when you buy something in the store it takes way too long to get there, this is the mod for you. What this mod does is decreases the amount of time it takes for the dropship to land, as well as the amount of time it takes for the dropship to leave. All times are configurable in the config file. Okay, Google, I didn't ask you.
That's okay. Talk to you again soon.
Faster item dropship. Flashlight toggle. Flashlight toggle is a really cool mod where whenever you have a flashlight in your inventory, as long as it's in your inventory, you can press the F key to toggle the flashlight. FOV Adjust. FOV Adjust allows you to change your FOV while in game. It also allows you to hide the visor that appears if it bothers you. As you can see, the default value is normally 66 for your FOV. I put it all the way up to 120. Let's see what happens. Now this is how the game was meant to be played. Health Station, also called OctolerFirstMod.dll in the files. Something I've always wanted in this game was a way to heal at the ship while you are landed on a moon. Say you take some accidental fall damage, or a bee stings you, or maybe the ship hasn't even landed and your buddy hits you with the shovel. Talking to you, Logan. And all you have to do to heal is get an item that has a battery life, and whenever you go to charge it, you will charge back to full. This works with flashlights, walkie-talkies, like I said, anything with a battery. HideChat. HideChat is a really cool mod that allows you to see more of the game more of the time. As you can see here, normally this chat box would begin to fade out when not in use to about half transparency. With this mod installed, it will become fully transparent after just a few moments. HotbarPlus. HotbarPlus is a fully customizable hotbar mod. It allows you to use your number keys to switch between your hotbar. You can see I can go 2 to 4 or 1 to 3. And because you can now use the number keys to select your hotbar slot, you might be wondering, how do I dance? Those keys have been remapped to F1 as well as F2, and if you use the More Emotes mod, I like to remap it to F3, just to keep everything in line. It also changes the direction that the mouse wheel scrolls. You can even toggle how many hotbar slots you have. I personally like to keep it at 4. IntroTweaks. IntroTweaks is a mod that tweaks the introduction of the game whenever you launch it, making it faster. As you can see here, I'm going to launch Lethal Company. You skip a couple of the intro scenes. Normally it would ask you to pick online or LAN. You'll see that I get booted straight into the menu, as well as an option to put you straight into the host. This is toggleable in the config to your liking. Lethal Company API. LC API is a modding API made to make the life of modders much easier. You will find it as a requirement for almost every mod in the Thunderstore page. It's pretty much a given in any mod pack. You won't really notice it doing anything other than perhaps alerting you whenever you host or join a server that is modded. LCBetterSaves. LCBetterSaves is a mod that allows you to have more than 3 files saved at a single time. As you can see on the right, I have 4 files right now, and I can even continue to create more. It also allows you to rename files by pressing this button right here if you wish. LCFartLizards. LCFartLizards, another great mod. What this does, this changes the spore lizards in-game to create a new sound whenever puffing you with their gas. Loud Horn Customizer. Loud Horn Customizer is a great mod that gives players the opportunity to customize the sound that the loud horn makes. You can add multiple tracks, customize it to your own liking, and every time you pull the switch, it will iterate through them. Here's an example. MoreBlood. MoreBlood, pretty self-explanatory. Oh, I thought I was landing. There we go. MoreBlood is a mod that enables you to see and experience more blood. The amount of blood is configurable in the config file. MoreCompany. MoreCompany is a mod that lets you play Lethal Company with MoreCompany. It expands the player count from 4 players up to 32 players. It's a stable player expansion mod. More Emotes. More Emotes is a mod that gives you more emotes. Currently it only supports one, and that would be the bird. More items. More items has nothing to do with the server screen here, but what it does is it allows your save file to save more than 45 items at a time. I didn't know this, but apparently the game is capped at 45 items max. This does increase the limit to 999. If you have any games that go pretty far, this is probably a mod you'll want. More Suits. More Suits is a mod that gives you more suits to pick from. Very fun with servers. I'm sure you've seen this mod. It's pretty great. It also gives modders the option to create their own suits and easily import it with the mod. As you can see, I have plenty of options to pick from. ShipLobby. Have you ever been playing Lethal Company with your friends, and then another buddy shows up a little late, and it doesn't let him join from Steam, and you can't invite him? ShipLobby aims to fix that and allow you to invite your friends, even if they hop on a little late. It will also fix the invite your friends screen if you've had any issues there. You do still have to have your ship out in orbit though if you want to invite your friends. This is to help prevent any synchronization errors that this game happens to be prone to. ShipLoot. You ever get back from a long day of hauling scrap with your buddies? Y'all got a bunch of pieces of scrap here, and you're excited, you're about to get all these credits, and you want to know how much it's all worth, but when you go to scan, you're not scanning every item, and you have to keep adjusting your view, trying to get each one. Yeah, ShipLoot aims to fix that. You only have to do one scan. It'll tell you, you see right there, my scan failed. But ShipLoot is telling me it's 158. Solo's Bodycams. Solo Bodycams is a cool mod that puts a bodycam on the front of everybody's suit and relays the footage back to the ship on the second monitor right here. It allows the person that stays back at ship to see the action, and it switches based on who is selected on this camera right here. I'm solo, otherwise I'd show you, but it's really cool to see in game. WalkieUse. WalkieUse is a cool mod similar to flashlight toggle in that as long as you have your walkie turned on and in your inventory, you can press the R button on your keyboard to use it. As you can hear right there, and I do not have it in my hand. Of course, if it's in your hand, you can still use the left mouse button as you wish.
Yeah, boy.
GameMaster. No, I didn't say GameMaster. Bonus mod of today's video is GameMaster. If you noticed during any of these clips where it seemed like something wasn't right, maybe like a 5-day deadline or 50,000 credits, that was GameMaster. I used this to test out my mods. I did not include it in my mod pack because when used with a server, I did notice some lag. However, I will be linking it in the description. Using the insert key on your keyboard, you can mess with lots of settings: infinite sprint, infinite credits, God mode, whole bunch of stuff. You can even use chat commands akin to Minecraft chat commands. Do /god. That will toggle it just like that. You can also use it to buy items without spending any credits. You can also use it to spawn enemies. Things to know: indoor enemies only spawn indoors. Outdoor enemies only spawn outdoors. And when you spawn an enemy, they don't spawn in front of you. They have specific spawn points around the map, and it will randomly pick one. Well, here, they're all over the place, really. But thank goodness for God mode, right? Anyway, in the mod description, there is lots more details on this mod. Check it out yourself, as well as every other mod at the Thunderstore website. As with all modding in multiplayer games, be respectful in servers, and don't go trying to ruin other players' experiences with the game. Except for this guy right here, he apparently wants it.